I'll tell you what, college basketball is America's best pass of time right now. Anytime you start coming down the back stretch of February going into March, hey, people started really dialing in for college basketball. So everybody that's around the community, they definitely come in and support.
Cleetrell Pope standing at midcourt for the opening tip. Amir Bennett for Delaware State. They match up pretty well in size at about 6'8" each. Maybe Pope, maybe 6'9". The officials are ready. We are ready. Oh, by the way, the officials for this one are Kenneth Clark, Lionel Butler, and Ian McClenty. And Delaware State will control the opening tip. Pinky Wiley out near the logo. Left-handed dribble, goes left side to Crosby, back to Wiley in the middle, steps into the foul circle, kicks it out to Crosby. Crosby steps inside the arc, back over to Wiley, looking for three to start it off. Bounces up, off high, off the rim, and won't go. Hope gets the rebound for the Wildcats. He gives it off to Leon Red.
Hornets playing half-court man-to-man.
Red to the right side to Isaiah Bailey. Bailey guarded by Amari Pete Green. Now over to Maitland on the left side, down in the corner to Parks. Parks takes the jumper. He wants three, off the rim. It comes out. Wiley on the rebound. Pinky Wiley brings it down, pulls up inside the circle, and finds Amari Pete Green all alone down in the corner. One at three, hit it off the side of glanced it off the side of the backboard. Bethune-Cookman comes down, and a layup for Wally Parks.
That's a tough move right there by Isaiah Bailey.
Yeah. And they'll go up first, 2-0. Hornets shot comes up short, and it's Wildcats ball. They need to score on when they have possessions here. They're coming away with nothing on two possessions. Wildcats, though, nothing on 2 of 3 possessions. Hornets now with the ball as they took the rebound. Now bad pass, stolen by Leon Red, intercepted, taken down, all alone, reverse layup, got it. 4-0, Wildcats go out to the quick lead here. We're just almost a minute and 45 into this game.
Yeah, 2 quick transition layups here. Hornets got to do a better job of getting back in transition.
Bennett trying to work inside. They batter him a little bit. He'll pass it off to Amari Pete Green. He went for the shot underneath, and the ball came out of his hands, out of bounds, and a turnover to the Wildcats.
Yeah, not sure exactly what Amari Pete Green was thinking in that situation. Just appears to be a little indecisive here early.
Red will bring it past center court. He'll be guarded by Crosby as they move to the right side. Tried to send it down baseline, got it to Bailey. Bailey makes a baseline move inside, down in the left corner to Maitland. They kick it back out. Bailey, baseline jumper off the rim. Nope. Wiley out-rebounding everybody on the defensive rebounds for Del State. And another steal, this one by Bailey for the Wildcats. He'll drive past Pinky Wiley. His shot is deflected by Amir Bennett. And the ball out of bounds. Yes. On the ground, Cleetrell Pope tried to control it. Touched it last. Hornets get it.
Yeah, a lot of activity here early. Both teams are trying to get out in the transition and see if they can create some early offense. And, it's been up-tempo and pretty fast pace here.
And what do we have here?
Trying to get them to reset the shot clock for a full shot clock.
Okay.
He reset it for 20 seconds, and it need to be set for 30.
Well, they've set it for 27.
27.
Yeah.
Which kind of still doesn't make sense if it changed possessions.
Right. Nobody really had possession of it. It rolled out of bounds on the attempt. There's Fahim Janetto inside to Amir Bennett, who gets fouled on his layup attempt, and he'll go to the line. Fouled in the act of shooting. It's Cleetrell Pope who gets the first foul of the game.
That's a very aggressive move there by Amir Bennett. Need more of that tonight. He actually needs to get many more touches. Some nights we just kind of, they kind of fade him out. He doesn't really touch the ball enough to really get, truly involved in the offense.
Amir Bennett, the only Hornet to start all 25 games this season, missing the first shot.
He misses the first free throw there.
Bennett at the line to shoot the second. First foul shot of the game, foul shots of the game, I should say. And this one drops in. So the Hornets break the ice from the foul line. Amir Bennett making it a 4-1 game with 17:15 left in the half.
Hornets showing a little pressure here. 2-2-1 full court press, dropping back into a 2-3 zone, or 1-2-2 zone, I should say.
Red dribbles the ball back on the Hornet logo at center court. He goes right side to Bailey. Bailey cross court to Parks. Parks being guarded by Amari Pete Green. Sends it off. Bailey tries to go inside. He missed. Follow up by Pope. Count the basket, and he'll go to the line as he gets fouled underneath.
Yeah, he's very bouncy underneath there. Gets off his feet very quickly. That time he was able to get his hands on it, kind of tipped the offensive rebound at first, and then was able to grab it down on the second attempt and right back up to finish. So, you know, Trell Pope could be someone they need to really kind of keep their eyes on, because it could be a problem on the glass tonight.
He could be a problem in a lot of ways. He gets the foul shot to bounce off the front of the rim, go back off the glass, and win. It's 5-1. Pope seventh in the conference in scoring, but he'll beat you on the boards. He leads MEAC in rebounding. Hornets trying to work it inside. It's Wiley with the ball. Gets down to the baseline. Jumper misses. Goes off the other side of the rim to Pope. Pope sends it down court. Bailey missed. Follow up. Pope had it stripped out of his hands as he went up trying for the dunk. Amari Pete Green moves inside. Now comes back out. Gets it to Bennett. Bennett spin move into the lane. Up. Rolls off the rim. Won't go in. He tried to save the ball, touched it, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, a lot of tempo. The tempo is, I mean, this is the fans' dream here. They're playing up tempo on both ends, going both directions here. A lot of excitement early.
That looked like some of the kind of luck the Lady Hornets had in the first game here, though, with shots rolling off the rim but falling in for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Hornets trying this zone here, this 1-2-2 zone.
Maitland working with Red. Maitland all alone, right side, wants three, won't go. Loose ball, touch last by, looked like Wally Parks might have gotten the last touch on it, and that will make it Hornets ball with 15:43 remaining in the first half. A timeout. Bethune-Cookman 7, Delaware State 1. Hornets basketball back at you in a moment here on HSRN, the voice of HBCU sports.
In the game and replaced him for Amari Pete Green.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's watch for something to happen here when Miles Carter comes into the game.
Yeah, through the first 5 minutes, the Hornets haven't scored a field goal. They need something.
It's Bennett with the ball. Gives it off to Carter. Carter, good move to cut back inside, then tries to pass it off to Janetto. Janetto's shot blocked, got his own rebound, got the loose ball and put it in. It's 5-3. And one of the Wildcats, looks like Isaiah Bailey, might have turned his ankle there as he limped off the court. And he is in some tremendous discomfort.
Yeah, I don't know if they banged knees or kind of got a little bad twist there or something.
Rubbing that right kneecap as Joe French comes in for Bethune-Cookman. And when they don't have Isaiah Bailey in there, they're missing a lot.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. He puts a lot of pressure on the defense, particularly in transition.
He's number 4 in the MEAC in scoring. So that's an awful lot to lose. See how fast they get him back. Maitland, guarded by Carter. Spin move, cross-court pass over to French. French sends it out to Red. Now they come across to Maitland. Maitland gets it back top of the key to Parks. Parks for 3, missing, loose ball, and it's going to be Amir Bennett grabbing that one. Gives it off to Pinky Wiley, back to Bennett in the middle. Now to Crosby, right side. Crosby, Bennett, top of the key. Step forward, pulled back, took a 3, missed it. Just off the rim.
They thought about not taking it, but then
nobody came to challenge.
Yeah, they backed off.
Red goes inside. Parks. Parks feeds in, and the dunk by Pope.
Yeah, as I said before, Parks is very bouncy, very athletic young man. Easy to dunk.
Pope makes it a 9-3 game. 14-15 left in the first half. Good baseline move and feed from Pinky Wiley to Fahim Janetto. Well, that was just perfectly executed.
Yeah,
and
nice
Janetto
job.
will go to the line.
That's a nice job by Pinky Wiley there, basically putting a little pressure in the gap on the defense, and Amir Bennett Janetto going back door. His man kind of got caught ball watching a little bit there from the corner.
Joe French getting the foul. Pinky Wiley, you talk about assists. He's 5th in the conference in that category, 4th in the assist to turnovers ratio. Janetto making the 3-point play out of it makes it 9-6.
Janetto has 5 points, so getting them back in the game here.
Pulled within 3, 14:05 left in the half. Parks working with Red. Red back out near center court at the logo. Guarded by Carter. He'll work off to Jordan Priester. Priester drives the lane and then loses the ball. Lead pass. Wiley has the layup, and he got distracted by the defender. Missed the shot. Miles Carter took it, threw it back into Wiley. He got another shot and missed that one. But it looked like the defender really worked on Wiley and made him change his shot.
Yeah, there's a missed opportunity there. He should have converted that, no doubt.
He just kind of leaned to the right as the defender was coming in on the left side. There's a shot missing for Parks, and the Hornets grab it. Carter over top. Missed. Grabbed by Justin King for the Wildcats. 13:05 left in the half. Hornets trailing by 3. Red working with Parks. Parks hands it off to Priester. Priester hands it off to Red. Red works inside, now steps back, wants 3, off the rim, won't go. Crosby grabs the rebound. Over to Wiley. Pass down inside, trying to get it to Trey Gross. Just a little bit too far for the former wide, well, I shouldn't say former wide receiver, because Coach Rod Milstead over there in the stands wants to make sure he has Trey Gross back on the football field come fall.
Yeah, I think it just kind of mishandled it, but it's definitely a pass that probably should have been caught for certain.
Down to 12:40 left in the half. Leon Red brings it slowly down court.
Yeah, the Hornets have kind of changed defenses now. They're playing half-court man-to-man.
Goes around Leroy Moore, sends it out to Justin King. Now right side to Joe French. French tries to work inside. Throws it up, and it gets stuck between the backboard and the rim on the right side. Bethune-Cookman will keep it. And it'll reset the shot clock to 20 seconds. Got a break out of that one. Red to send it in. Sometimes we are amused by things we hear in the stands. Got it into French to Priester.
Oh, yeah, they're going to work the visiting team over tonight for sure.
Here's Red now out near center court. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Being guarded closely by Moore. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Got the shot away, and it is good for 3 by Jordan Priester.
That's a good shot there. kind of run shot clock running down, hits a three.
12-6 game now with that three-pointer. Hornets down by 6. Miles Carter right side out to Bennett. Bennett wants 3. This one too strong. Hornets couldn't control the rebound. Comes out to Bethune-Cookman. They come down quickly. Red inside out to French. French with 3. Joe French makes it 15-6. Now it's a 9-point lead. Threes can make you healthy. Threes can make you hurt if the other guy's hitting them. Crosby on the right side made a move. He got fouled. And it'll be Leon Red who got called for the foul. Stops play with 11:16 left in the first half. And we'll take the break as well. Bethune-Cookman 15, Delaware State 6. Hornets basketball on HSRN. We are the voice of HBCU sports. Left in the half. Into Trey Gross to Crosby. Crosby kicks it out. 3-point shot. Leroy Moore got it. 15-9.
It's a big shot by Leroy Moore. He hasn't really made much of a contribution this year, so it's good to see him come in and get off to a good start.
Only has 16 points coming into the game. That's 3 right there. Really kicks that figure up a bit. There's a pass. Hook pass by Isaiah Bailey, and it was a bad pass taken by the Hornets. Carter tried to lean in with a layup, and he ran into Malik Maitland. No call on it. The ball went out of bounds off of Maitland, and it will be Hornets ball. Wiley and Janetto come back in as Moore and Bennett go to the bench.
It's a pretty quick move there with Moore.
He contributed, though, in that short time. And Hornets took too long to get it in. 5-second violation.
Yeah, you always hate to see that, an out-of-bounds situation, because that's a shot you didn't get.
Yeah.
Turnover, just not being able to get the ball in bounds.
Maitland will bring it down.
Yeah, Hornets going back to their zone. 1-2-2 zone.
He'll set up, looking for 3, and he got it. Malik Maitland, his first bucket of the game, makes it 18-9. Back to that 9-point lead. And they got that 9-point lead because of 3-pointers. Now Crosby with the ball, brings it back out by the logo. Wiley all alone on the left corner. Waiting for a pass. They'll get it to Janetto. He wants 3, won't go. Hustling in there. Saving the ball for Delaware State, Miles Carter. Bethune-Cookman just about had it, and Carter came in, batted it away, and the Hornets picked it up. Now Wiley, left side, out to Crosby. Crosby without a bucket so far in this game. His shot for 3 goes wide right.
Trey Gross on the offensive rebound stick back.
Yeah.
That's what he does, man. It doesn't look pretty, but he comes in and gives a contribution every night.
In there collecting the garbage, and he got 2 from it, 18-11. It'll be Maitland bringing it down slowly. guarded by Carter. Carter follows him to the left side. Now it's to Joe French. French for three again, missing. Taken by Priester underneath. They tie him up. His shot won't go, but Pope is there for the putback. And the Hornets will call timeout.
Who called timeout?
Hornets.
Yeah, Pope is bouncy, man. Anything off that rim, he's all over the rim. Very athletic young man. Got to figure out how to get a body on him defensively so he doesn't get so many offensive rebounds. But you just kind of see it in the warm-ups that he's a kid that's very, plays with a lot of, has a lot of athleticism and is always active around the basket.
He's got the size and he can do the job underneath there. Thrive Physical Therapy. Second in defensive rebounds. He's in the top 10 in a couple of other categories too. Number 7 in scoring. That's important.
Yeah, it makes sense because you can see he's very active around the basket always.
And you get all those offensive rebounds, you're right there for a lot of putbacks, and that helps you in the scoring category. It's Leroy Moore bringing it down to Bennett. Bennett gives it off to Pete Green. Green, top of the key. Had his toes on the line, doesn't matter, didn't go in. Pope gets the rebound, lead pass down, they follow it up. Bailey loses the handle on it as he goes up for a dunk. It goes out of bounds. He's claiming he got fouled. The officials didn't even bother looking at him.
Yeah, they might have missed one that time, but it happens.
Moore down the left side for the Hornets.
Yeah, you got Moore running the point here.
Down to the baseline, sends it out to Pete Green as they tried to tie him up. Moore down in the corner now, comes out the baseline. They bat it away from him. And on the lead, it's Maitland, and he is rejected by Pete Green. Big rejection there. Good hustle to get down there and make that block. And then from the left side in front of the Hornets bench, it's Maitland with his second three of the game. That's all he has is 2 threes. And he makes it 23-11.
Yeah, Maitland looks like he's pretty much feeling himself a bit tonight. Pretty comfortable.
Moore working with Bennett. They'll go inside to Chris Sodom, through his hands and out of bounds. Tried to get Sodom inside there where he could just turn around and maybe reach up and dunk it in.
Yeah, whenever he gets his hands on it and he's underneath the basket, he's 100%. Because he usually does dunk it.
Coach Eric Skeeters on the next opportunity is going to substitute 5. Now Red gets tied up, gets the ball away though, sends it down to Maitland in the corner for another 3. 3 3-pointers for Maitland to make it 26-11. This one's starting to get away from Delaware State.
Yeah, well, it's early. They just got to figure out how to kind of generate some offense here and buckle down defensively.
7:25 left in the half. Way outside is Sodom. They try to tip it into him. It's tipped away, but grabbing the loose ball, Omari Pete Green, and he gets it for Delaware State, 26-13.
That's a good field goal. They just needed a basket right there.
Yeah. They tried that lob pass into Sodom. It got tipped away, but Omari Pete Green grabbed the loose one. Now on the right side, it's Parks sending it to Red. Go down in the corner again, and one pass too many as the Hornets break it up and take it away. Amir Bennett grabs the loose ball, and we have a foul. Malik Maitland.
Not a media timeout here.
6 minutes, 53 seconds left in the first half. Wildcats 26, Hornets 13. More Delaware State University basketball coming up on HSRN, the voice of HBCU sports.
opportunity to just dial up something here offensively, see if we can put some more points on the board to close this deficit.
Every time they start to try to close it up, well, Maitland will hit a 3 on them. Now it's Janetto for 3, high off the back of the rim, and they've come out to Parks. Hornets from three-point range, 1 of 8 so far. Janetto, check that French on the right side, down in the corner, guarded by Trey Gross. Sends it out to Red. Red gets it up inside to Pope. Back down in the corner. French missing that 3. Hornets, good pass to Crosby on the move, and he gets blocked by Red, who will pick up his second personal foul. 6:05 now left in the first half. And you'd say Bethune-Cookman basically has doubled up on Delaware State, 26-13. But John Crosby comes up, getting into the scoring now. Once you get Crosby going, anything can happen. 26-15.
Yeah, much needed basket. Definitely have to get him going.
Jumper just inside the arc. Wildcats setting it up offensively into Parks at the top of the foul circle. Over to Red on the left side. Now Parks comes out to help out. Over to French. French looking for 3 again. That's off the rim. Crosby's there for the rebound. And Hornets bring it down offensively. On the attack, Crosby pulls up. Outside the arc now, backs up towards center court. Hornets in their white uniforms with red numerals and the red trim. Shot from down in the corner. Pinky Wiley got a 3.
That's a good shot. They're beginning to find some rhythm here on offense now, which is good.
Wildcats in the maroon uniforms, white numerals, and gold trim on their uniforms. 26-18 score, 5 minutes left in the half. It's inside to Parks. Parks out to Red. Red looking. Red working around with Parks to try to get it to Pope, and it's batted away. Crosby couldn't control the loose ball. It goes out of bounds. Bethune-Cookman will get it back. Frustration there for Delaware State as they made a good steal inside on a pass to Pope.
That's all right, though. That's good hustle, though. They're getting after it, diving after loose balls, and the game is here. What is it, 8-point deficit? And they're beginning to find some rhythm here offensively and have been able to get a few stops as well. So I think they're kind of, getting more into the rhythm and the groove of the game here.
The officials setting things up. Thrive Physical Therapy in Middletown, a proud supporter. Work to the left side, drives inside the lane, layup off the glass, good. He'll go to the line.
Yeah,
that's the first 2-point field goal he's made.
Yeah, it's a tough move by Maitland right there, man. The Hornets went half-court man-to-man there out of that half-court out of bounds situation there, and Janetto just doesn't have the foot speed to keep up with Maitland, especially in the open court.
Janetto's second foul, and he's the only Hornet with a foul. Maitland at the line. Bounces in and out. Wiley goes for the rebound and gets it before anybody else. Pinky brings it down, left side. Sends it to Janetto out in the middle. Now over to Miles Carter, right side. Carter, top of the key. Miles Carter just drained a 3 on him.
That's a big shot. You always get positive minutes when he's in the game. He finds a way to contribute.
28-21. Hornets chipping away at that lead. Maitland works off the pick, sends it right side, and another 3 for Joe French. He has 2 threes in this game. 10-point lead, 31-21. Under 4 minutes left to play in the first half. Wiley takes it down in the left quarter, sends it out. Janetto looking for 3 again. This one rolls around the rim and comes out to Maitland. Maitland will bring it down, trying to go around Carter, can't do that. John Crosby there to help out. Hornets just come out and work that defense very quickly, and a move inside by Isaiah Bailey. As he goes in, he gets fouled.
Tell you what, good thing he got to Wilson because he probably was primed for a charge foul.
Trey Gross picked up the foul there. It comes with 3:38 left in the first half. Wildcats 31, Hornets 20. More to come. Delaware State University basketball is on HSRN, the voice of HBCU sports. As we come back here, Malik Maitland will be at the foul line. No, he won't. It's going to be an inbound pass by Isaiah Bailey.
Yeah, out of bounds underneath here for the Wildcats. Hornets playing man-to-man here on this out of bounds situation.
Yeah, Trey Gross was called for the foul just before the timeout. Joe French now trying to deal with Crosby. That's tough. Nice spin, a move inside. Jordan Priester with a layup to make it 33-21.
Yeah, too easy of a drive to the basket there.
Yeah.
Just have to be better defensively.
Couldn't close the lane on him. Now Wiley with the ball for the Hornets. Goes left side to Crosby. Crosby steps forward just outside the arc. Now backs up, goes cross court. Wiley thought about three. They came up on him quickly. Now he makes a move around defenders into the foul circle, takes the shot, bounces off the front of the rim, goes back, won't fall in. Tough break. Maitland now, and a steal by Wiley. One-on-one, he'll take the layup and go to the basket with it.
They needed that bucket. That was a great steal by Peaky Wilder there. Savvy enough to just kind of, keep his hand in on that situation and advance up the floor, make the layup.
Has explosive speed. He can come from 0 to 60 from a standing position, just guarding somebody, and all of a sudden get in front and make those steals. It's Maitland going inside, and he is rejected. Great block. Ron Lucas on that one. Slaps the ball out of bounds. 2:26 left in the half.
Yeah, they're getting down in the middle of that zone, which is a concern because they're going to have a hard time covering the corners.
Now inside, French going to get called for traveling as he tries to spin into the lane. But you have to dribble while you're doing that. If you didn't have to, I could have played this game.
Hey,
I can't move my feet and dribble at the same time.
No Cinderellas out here, trust me. Especially if you're not dribbling.
Yeah. Wiley over to Crosby. Wants three. In and out. Won't go. Now a loose ball. And they're going to get Ron Lucas for reaching in as the ball came by. And one of the Wildcat players was getting possession of the ball. Lucas reached for it. And he got called for the foul. 2:02 left in the half.
Hasn't been a lot of fouls called in this game. A total of 9, both teams so far. So there's no bonus anything here in the last 2:02.
Yeah.
Hornets looking at 11-point deficit. Playing defense. I think they're going to stay with their zone defense. This 1-2-2 zone, half court.
Actually, I think there might be 10 fouls. I think Bethune-Cookman with 6 at this point. Another steal by Wiley. He'll lead it ahead. Carter, easy lay-in. Just got up and let it go.
That's a good job, Carter, out in the passing lanes, and he's explosive in the open court. Finishes.
33-24. 2 steals in a row on possessions for Bethune-Cookman by Pinky Wiley. And Wiley bats another one away. Goes to Crosby. To Wiley. Pulls up for 3. Just a little bit off the mark. Loose ball. Wiley got in there and got it back. And then, as Bennett went up to take a shot with the rebound, got knocked out of his hands. It'll be Hornets ball. About that, 3 in a row for Wiley. Joe French comes in. Jordan Priester goes out for Bethune-Cookman. Wiley to the inbound pass into Crosby. Crosby drives the lane over top of Pope. Won't go. And now we have, they're going to call goaltending on Pope.
No, I think he's just got a personal foul here on 22, which is with Isaiah Bailey.
Isaiah Bailey. Okay. The motion the official was making, I thought he was saying count the basket. That's why I thought they had goaltending.
Yeah, it looked like it.
Yeah. Hornets get it in. Wiley to Crosby. Crosby spins, almost falls, keeps the dribble though, gets it over to Bennett. Bennett misses. Underneath, Trey Gross.
There go Trey Gross, buddy, cleaning it up. Offensive rebound stick back around the basket.
33-26, under a minute left in the first half.
Hornets have made a great surge here at the end.
They pulled within 7. Red. Cross court to Bailey. Down in the corner, French wants those threes. He can't get them now, though. Bennett gets the rebound. Over to Wiley. It's 2-on-3. Carter following up. The pass to Carter. He gets fouled on the way in. Tried the layup. Didn't make it, but got fouled. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, I tell you, Carter puts a lot of pressure on you in the open court because he's very explosive and is very athletic. Gets up into that rim.
Bailey getting his second quickly. And we'll send Miles Carter to the line for Delaware State.
So these last 2 minutes have been really good to the Hornets because, you know, with 2:02, we had an 11-point game, and they got 3 steals. And here Miles Carter makes his first free throw.
On the season, Carter is a 72% foul shooter, came in at 26 of 36 on the game, so it's 27 of 37. Now, to make it 28 of 38, he does. 6 points for Miles Carter. He's leading the Hornets scoring as he makes it 33-28. They're within 5 now. Red, 22 seconds left in the half. In trouble. Crosby took it away, but it went then to Cletrell Pope, who just turned around, and there was the basket. All he had to do was go up and drop it in.
Yeah, he just gave him to him. That was a gift there.
That was a good steal by Crosby, but he couldn't keep it. Now as we wind down on the first half, Crosby tried to drive inside, lost the handle on the ball, and it went out of bounds. And the Hornets call a timeout here with 3.5 seconds left in the half.
No, I think Wildcats called a timeout.
If you're having a celebration, left and a 7-point lead.
Hornets did a good job of just getting back, though. You know, they got 3 steals, and Miles Carter went and made 1 for 2.
Yep.
So, you know, 7 points you made up out of there. Unfortunately, last defensive possession
comes in to Maitland. Maitland will get fouled by Leroy Moore as he brings it down the side, takes it down to 2.2 seconds. At one point, the Wildcats led by 15 in this first half. Now they're telling Coach Eric Skeeters to get back in the coaching area. He was trying to send a message loudly on the floor to John Crosby. And we'll have Trey Gross called for a foul. That'll be his second.
Well, if you make a foul now, you're going to be shooting, so you can't make no foul this time.
Right. 1.5 seconds left. A lot of action here in the last 2 seconds. Long pass in, contested. Pope grabs it, turns around, jumper comes up short. They'll go to the locker room though with Bethune-Cookman leading by 7, 35-28 over the Hornets. More to come. Stay with us. This is Delaware State University basketball on HSRN, the voice of HBCU sports. Bethune-Cookman, 37.5% from three-point range, and that, I believe, is really the difference in the game. They hit 6 of 16 from outside the arc. Delaware State 2 of 13 from that range, because overall, field goals, Delaware State at 33%, Bethune-Cookman at 42%, but those three-point shots, those are what kept the Wildcats in front.
Yeah, I would concur with you. You know, the Wildcats got out right there probably about the middle of the half and was able to connect on quite a few three-pointers. And then as of late in the lateral part, in fact, the last 2:02 of the half, the Hornets was able to come up with 3 steals, breakaway steals for layups, and also got another transition opportunity where Miles Carter got fouled in the act of going to the basket and made 1 or 2. So they've been able to cut the deficit to 7. So that's where we are now, and we're getting ready to start the second half.
And we will get underway here in just a moment. And the Hornets will have the ball to start the second half. On the far side, John Crosby over to Pinky Wiley. They work it around into Amari Pete Green. Gets tied up a bit in the lane. Shots missing. Comes out to Amari Pete Green. He gets it. And the Hornets get points to start the second half, making it 35-29. They're within 6. 35-30, rather. And now we have a whistle, a stoppage.
Well, to get to the basket far too easy here, so they have to figure out. That was Matlin, I believe.
Amari Pete Green gets called for that foul, his first of the game.
And Malik Matlin be the shooter. But we have to dial up a way to kind of keep him from being able to get all the way to the basket somehow here. I'm not exactly sure how that's continuing to happen.
Something else the Hornets really need to have happen here as Maitland's first shot misses. They got to get John Crosby into this game.
Yeah, well, he'll find himself in rhythm here. He has a way of emerging as the game progresses, particularly as it gets later. So he'll pick it up a bit.
Maitland's second shot is good. He gets into double figures, the first player to do that. Makes it 36-30 as it's a 10-point game for Maitland. Hornets trying to work it around. It's Green. Spinning. Sends it out. Wiley, top of the key. He will go for the 3, and he'll drain it.
He's been shooting the ball exceptionally well in the last 3 games.
Hornets now within 3, 36-33.
He's really begun to find the range, Wiley.
Delaware State was down by 15 at one point in the first half. Now they're within 3. Maitland inside.
Again.
And just the right side of the lane and a soft jumper.
Another high percentage shot, getting in too deep there.
38-33. Green tied up along the baseline, looking for some help. Can't get rid of it. Decides to shoot it. That's pretty good. Missed it, but Amir Bennett was there for the follow-up. 38-35.
That was a great follow-up by Amir Bennett. They had Amari Pete Green trapped on that short corner there. He shot it anyway because he didn't have any passing outlets.
Couldn't go out, so he went up.
And Bennett was able to clean it up on the backside.
Good choice. Okay, it's over to Parks. Parks wants 3. Rolls around the rim, won't go. Crosby rebounds. Sends it down to Wiley. Wiley looked like he wanted 3. Pulled up, sent it back out to Crosby near center court.
Looked good to him. It was a great contest there by Matlin.
They'll double up on Crosby. He tried to get away and just lost the ball, bounced it up high. And then it was Pope stopping Omari Pete Green, just couldn't stop himself. And he went down, and all he could do was grab a hold of Pope. He didn't mean to run into him, but he was on a full run. Didn't expect Pope to stop there.
Yeah, Hornets turned it over, though.
Yeah, that was a bad turnover. Not what you expect from Crosby.
Playing good ball, though. 3-point deficit here, 17-51.
Yeah, plenty of time. Really just underway in this second half. 2 minutes and 9 seconds into the second half.
Well, Pinky Wiley has basically decided he's going to step up and be more aggressive offensively. He looked early on here, he's looking at his shot.
Possession foul. Red will inbound it. Gets it short pass into Maitland. Maitland, right side, Red. 3-point shot missed. Wiley, who was covering out there, shot inside and beat everybody on the rebound. Now he'll go for 3 again. Off the rim, no. Pope rebounds, comes down. And Fahim Janetto caused enough trouble with him that he lost the handle on it. Ball went out of bounds, and it will be Delaware State ball. That's Fahim Janetto with some heads-up play.
Yeah, that was a good job there.
Pope thought he had a breakaway, and Janetto just kind of got next to him and started to slide a little bit and make just that little edge of contact. Pope tried to slide to the side and lost the ball.
Pope kind of trying to do the point guard's job and mishandled it, and then it got away from him, so we end up getting a jump ball situation there.
Green will take it in for Delaware State. 17:29 left in the game. Into Wiley in the backcourt. Ahead to Amari Pete Green. He works the left side, goes down to the baseline and draws a foul as Isaiah Bailey gets number 3.
Yeah, that's a tough call there.
That was.
Kind of you give the defender nowhere to go and nothing to do because he's just standing there. Offensive guy can run into you. But hey, you gotta love it. We're at home.
Get some of that home cooking.
Gotta love it.
Into Crosby. Crosby looks. Says Pinky Wiley go across to the right side. Out to Janetto outside. Into Bennett. Bennett in the right side of the lane. And his layup comes up short. Maitland will bring it down for the Wildcats. Wildcats almost lost it there as Bailey fell. Ball almost went to the back court. It didn't. And hustling after the ball. They'll get Pinky Wiley for making contact.
Yeah, it's gotten a little messy here, but I'm sure to pick up here. Everybody start playing a little bit better. Look like the Hornets are going to play a possession here of 2-3 zone half court.
Hornets with 5 points here in the second half, just 3 for the Wildcats. And they put it up. Maitland's shot is too soft, but the putback by Pope.
Just got the rebound just right over Amari Pete Green and put it back in.
40-35, back to that 5-point lead. Pope with 11 points now on the game. Maitland with 12. And Crosby goes across court to Pinky Wiley. Wiley back out to Janetto. Now top of the key. Wiley goes left side. Janetto's top of the key. Evades a defender who comes out. Sends it over to Amari Pete Green, and he'll nail a 3 from the right-hand corner.
A good shot there by Amari Pete Green, and great ball movement by the Hornets. They were trying to get the kick back to Janetto, and they took Wildcats took it away and made one extra pass to Amari Pete Green.
40-38. Hornets pulled within 2. Now some trouble handling the ball inside. Pope has it taken away by Pete Green. Pope looks at the official and says, "Where's the foul?" The official never even looked at him. And now as the Hornets take it down, we have a foul, and this looks like it'll be on Leon Red. And that's his 3rd, and we have a timeout with 15:50 still on the clock. Bethune-Cookman leads by 2, 40-38 over the Hornets. Delaware State University basketball will be back with you in just a moment here on HSRN. We are the voice of HBCU sports. Hornets ball as we come back here. Comes all the way in to Omari Pete Green on the inbound pass from Wiley. He'll give it off to Crosby. Crosby, jumper from the foul circle. And when he gets hot here, it's going to be fun. We're tied at 40.
That's a shot. That mid-range pull-up there.
Leon Red will send it right side now to Wally Parks. Back out to Red. Now they go down on the left-hand corner. Step-up move by Maitland for a jumper. Nope. Crosby grabs it. Brings it down for the Hornets. On the alley-oop, trying to get it to the teammate Trey Gross, but just a little bit too low when it came down, and Bethune-Cookman was able to take it away. Now Isaiah Bailey goes up for a shot, and he draws a foul.
Amari Pete Green with the personal there.
Yeah, that'll be 3 for him. And I think we're going to get Miles Carter in the game here, and Omari Pete Green may take a seat for a few minutes.
Yeah, unfortunate because he's kind of beginning to find the range there from three-point line.
Bailey's first shot goes 41-40. Yeah, Carter goes in. And Pete Green just going to take a rest, and maybe they'll settle him down just a little bit, and those shots will be on the mark. Second shot is good as well, 42-40. Bailey with 4 points now. Crosby will bring it down. Set up the play. Out near the logo. Now works to the right side. And we have a charge. It's going to be called on Fahim Janetto.
Yeah, that's ugly, but I don't even think he was trying to screen. He was trying to slip the screen, and he still got called for a foul. But part of his leg did catch the defender, so it was kind of a tough break there.
Not even close to where the ball was. I think Janetto will come out, and Amir Bennett's set to come in at the next opportunity. Now it's Red.
Hornets still in this 2-3 zone.
Inside to Bailey. Now out on the side to Maitland. Works into the lane. Feeds it off to Pope. He gets stripped on the way up. Knocked out of bounds by Trey Gross. Wildcats will have it. Janetto goes out. Bennett comes in. Red to inbound. Into Bailey. Bailey, turnaround jumper, in and out, won't go. Carter's there. He'll rebound it. Now something will happen. Miles Carter's in the game. He makes things happen. And he gets fouled. He made Malik Maitland foul him.
That's his first, right?
No, that's his third.
That's his third. So the fouls are beginning to stack up here.
Yeah.
Wildcats.
Long pass in. Crosby will catch it as it gets to the back court. Now he gets down to the foul circle, steps back, passes over to Carter, and just behind Carter, who's making a move. Just a little bit of a misconnection there.
Yeah, he just mishandled it. It's a good pass. Nothing ill-advised with the pass from Crosby. Carter just couldn't handle it.
Turnover to the Wildcats. Red will stand at the logo at center court. Go over to the right side to Maitland. Back to Red. Now to Bailey. Bailey inside. Maitland. Turnaround jumper. Missed. Hope there underneath for the rebound. It sits on the rim and then falls in.
Yeah, Pope kind of cleans everything up.
It'll be Crosby taking it down, going for the layup, and he gets his shot is rejected, blocked from behind, out of bounds. Hornets will get it back. Wiley through inbound.
Out of bounds underneath here.
Yep.
Wildcats going man-to-man, half court.
Inside to Bennett. Bennett underneath, and he got blocked by Pope. I expected to hear a whistle on that. There was some contact. No call, though. Maitland tries to go through. Sends it off to Pope. Pope! He gets blocked, and now we'll get the foul on Bennett.
Yeah, you got a little jawing going on here between Pope and Bennett. You can see Bennett kind of swiped all the way down pretty aggressively, and not much looking for the block, but definitely was trying to get a good hard foul in. But hopefully things don't get out of hand here.
Head coach Eric Skeeter's over there telling one of the officials, You didn't call it down on our end. Now you just called it down there.
Yeah.
Pope's shot is good. Puts the Wildcats back up by 5. Make it 6. 46-40. Hornets had tied it up here. But a couple of turnovers and that foul, that was really a tough one. Pope 5th in the MEAC in blocked shots. He's got a few more here tonight. Wiley again looking for 3, in and out. Pope's there to grab the rebound. Looks like he just gave Miles Carter a little bit of an elbow to the face and no call. Pope underneath, off the glass. He's decided he wants to take charge of this game.
Yeah, Pope is taking over right now, man.
And a timeout with 13:10 left in the game. And the Wildcats have opened up an 8-point lead again. 48-40, Delaware State University basketball on HSRN, the voice of HBCU sports. Will be at Coppin State. Women's game at 2. Men's game will follow here on HSRN as the Hornets will go up against the Eagles for the second time this season. They're on the attack with the ball right now. Miles Carter driving around the right side, just inside the arc on the top of the key. His shot missed. Bennett for the rebound. Didn't make the shot, but fouled in the act of shooting to go to the line.
It's a good offensive rebound by Bennett there. You know, he basically went up with all intentions of not being denied. So that was a good job of him. Now he has to make sure he goes to the line here and connect on both of these free throws.
And with 12:54 left, Maitland may have to go sit down here because he just picked up number 4. The preseason All-MEAC first-teamer is going to have to sit down here. They've got his replacement ready to come in. It's Leon Red. Bennett missed that first shot. They got to make these foul shots.
Yeah, pressure shots right here. You know, you're trying to keep the deficit pretty close. So you got to try to make as many of them as possible.
That one bounced around, didn't go in, and then
that's a not so smart foul there by Gross.
The ball went out of bounds
over the back, and one more foul, you're in the 1-and-1. So you got about almost 13 minutes to go here, and one more foul. Bethune-Cookman will be shooting the rest of the way in.
7th foul of the half by Delaware State as Trey Gross picks up number 3. Down to French. French inside, layup off the glass. Nope. Comes off to Delaware State. Pope went down on the rebound attempt. He fell. Carter out to Omari. Peak, Green off the front of the rim. Won't fall in. Carter's there trying for the rebound. It gets knocked away from him. They're going to say touch last by Leon Red. Hornets ball with 16 seconds on the shot clock.
out of bounds underneath here for the Hornets here. Wildcats playing man-to-man, half court.
Wiley into Carter. Carter into the lane. Nice, easy, underhanded layup.
I tell you always get positive minutes when Carter's on the floor.
And to give you everything he has. 48-42. And things happen when Miles Carter is out there. Good things. Priester out to Red near center court. Steps forward. Now works to the right side as Pinky Wiley comes up and closes up the gap. Joe French looking for another three. It won't fall in. Priester grabs the rebound, and then we have some contact. Out of bounds. And the Bethune-Cookman coach right in the official's face. He is really working the officials over there. We'll have a stoppage here with 11:52 left in the game, an immediate timeout. Bethune-Cookman 48, Delaware State 42. Delaware State University basketball. More coming your way here on HSRN, the voice of HBCU sports. Hornets with the ball.
Had an inverted whistle over there. That's what the mix-up was about.
Okay. Leading scorer in the game right now, Cleetrell Pope with 17. Malik Maitland has 12 for Bethune-Cookman. Pinky Wiley and Miles Carter setting the pace for Delaware State with 8 each. Hornets trail by 6. Jordan Priester tries the alley-oop with Pope. Well, for the alley-oop to work, as Carter came out with the loose ball, he ran into Amari Pete Green, and they turned it over to Bethune-Cookman. For the alley-oop to work, you have to not hit the ball off the backboard.
Ain't no doubt about that.
That's what happened there. And a good steal by Trey Gross. He broke it up. Now, Pinky Wiley all by himself off the front of the rim. Pope's there for the rebound. He'll send it on out to Red.
Yeah, it's been a lot of action here going back and forth. Both teams kind of trying to force the action a bit.
And a fair amount of it out of control. Hornets going to try to get Crosby back in here in just a moment. But French is down in the corner. He wants to shoot those threes. He hit one or two of them early. Hasn't made anything since. Now it's Amari Pete Green feeding it off. Bennett to slam it through. He gets fouled as he goes for the dunk.
That's good. That's a good job, though, by Amir Bennett. He went to the basket with bad intentions. Wanted to make sure he finished the bucket, and unfortunately, because he got a foul on his back, he wasn't able to get it to convert. But, hey, he's get a chance to go to the free throw line, and let's see if he can convert from the charity strike.
1 for 4 on the afternoon. Coming into the game, he was at 63% from the line. Pope picking up his second foul on that. Bennett, bunch of rebounds here tonight for Delaware State. 4. He's ranked 9th in the conference in rebounding as he hits that first shot. 9th in defensive rebounding as well.
Wildcats making quite a few substitutions here. Pope going out.
That'll help the Hornets on rebounding. We'll get Fahim Janetto back in here in a moment, too. Bennett, both of them from the line. 48-44. 10:32 still to go.
Hornets showing a little dominant press here. 1-2-1-1. Trying to put some pressure on them.
Bennett's going to get a rest here.
They got the turnover.
Blocked inbound. And missed shot by Trey Gross, but he got fouled. The inbound pass was blocked. Leon Red, that's his fourth. May have to take him out here, too, with 10.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, the fouls are really piling up there on Bethune-Cookman.
He's looking to the bench. Red is looking to the bench as if he expects to come out. But the coach is saying, you don't see anybody sitting there waiting to go in. Gross's first shot missed.
Yeah, Gross sometimes, struggles from the line. Let's see if he can get one, though.
50% on the season. He'll stay. Oh, in and out. And Miles Carter there for the follow-up. 48-46. Came out better than if Trey Gross had made that second shot. Hornets pressing in the backcourt defensively. Move by Bailey as he drives in. He gets fouled. It looks like Janetto. He picks up number 4 very quickly after coming in. So now Bennett will have to come back.
I don't know if he made that. Coach Skeeter made that substitution just to give
Bennett
a quick rest.
Thought that since Pope went out, maybe Chris Sodom would come in as Bailey hits the first one from the line. With Janetto and 3 fouls, now picking up the 4th. And Bailey hitting both from the line. 6 points for him makes it 50-46. Now Crosby setting up the play, going over to Pete Green.
Bethune-Cookman showing a little 1-3-1 half court here.
Took it back across. No, he won't. Tried to send it back over to Carter. Justin King stuck a foot out and blocked the pass, but ended up on his rear end as the ball got under his foot and made him fall. Hornets go cross court on the inbound to Miles Carter. Carter says,
tough
you're
shot.
not going to come out.
That's a tough shot.
Oh, yeah, and he just had too much on it. It went over top of everything into the hands of Wally Parks for the Wildcats. Parks working with Red. Red drains a 3 from way outside.
Yeah, that's a 6-point reversal there. You took a 3 and missed and came back and gave up a 3.
Down by 7 now, 53-46. They were within 2 just a moment ago.
Yeah, they changed defense here. Bethune-Cookman is in this 1-3-1 half court here.
Crosby to Omari Pete Green inside. Back out to Crosby. And John Crosby just found it from 3-point range to make it 53-49.
That's a big shot. They needed it.
9:05 still in this game. Red brings it down. Off to French. French couldn't get the layup. Passed it off to Isaiah Bailey, who went for the dunk. 55-49. Now Crosby on the left side. Goes past to Omari Pete Green from the right. Wants 3. Missed it. Bennett tried to get in there and get that rebound, but couldn't control it. Wildcats took the loose ball. Bailey to French on the left. Into Parks. Parks steps forward, now sends it all the way back out to Red. Inside the foul circle. Bailey's shot missed. Crosby rebounds. Crosby pulls up. And another 3.
That's what he does. Steps up when they really need him.
55-52, money player. He'll do it for you. Bailey through traffic. Shot well off the mark. Out of bounds. See who it's off of, who touched
Call
it.
a personal foul.
They're going to call
Gross.
Trey Gross.
some of the football tactics that kicked in.
Yes, he just is used to contact every play, and he'll pick up his 4th foul. And it comes with 8 minutes left in the game. A 3-point difference here. Bethune-Cookman up 55-52. Delaware State University basketball back at you in just a moment on HSRN. We're the voice of HBCU sports. Carter each with 10 points. Crosby needs 17 here today to hit the 500 career mark, or 500 on the season here at Delaware State. John Crosby, Miles Carter, if he hits 17, it'll be the 3rd time this season he's made his career high. He did it 17 against Coppin State back on the 1st of the month, and just this past Saturday against Florida A&M.
At 17. Well, I tell you, we got 8 minutes to go here, and there's a lot of basketball to be played, so I'm sure there'll be many opportunities moving forward.
As we start up again, Isaiah Bailey, who has 3 personal fouls, will be at the foul line. He's a 77.5% foul shooter as he arrived in Dover today. 4 for 4 from the line so far in this one, though. Missed. Maybe I jinxed him?
Hey, I'm not going to say so, but
I'll take the credit because I got the blame a few times. So Hornets came away with it. It's Wiley working with Crosby. Crosby looking for the opening on the right side. Pulls back.
Up, buddy.
Just off the rim as he won it 3, and it comes out to Joe French. French gives it off to Red. Red brings it past the center line. Goes past Miles Carter down to the baseline. Now has to pull back out. Gets it out to Bailey. Bailey goes through, and he gets fouled.
Hornets got to make sure the defense is really solid right here. They're only 1 possession down, but one lapse in just your defensive effort can make this margin kind of grow a bit, and you definitely don't want that. Got to break the last time.
Yeah.
Missing the front end of a 1-and-1. Isaiah Bailey have the opportunity to do it again.
Well, this time he got it.
Well, it's a 2-shot foul from here to the end because they're in the double bonus.
Mari Pete Green getting his 4th foul will bring Leroy Moore into the game. The freshman getting some good minutes here tonight. Bailey's 2nd shot is good. He's up to 10 points, and it's 57-52. Maitland comes back in. Bailey takes a breather. Maitland has to be careful. He has 4. Crosby takes it down, pulls it around, sends it inside to Bennett. Pope is back out there, but Bennett with a left-handed hook shot over top of Pope. 57-54. We have 7:05 left. Maitland trying to work past Wiley. Not many people do. Over on the left side. Parks, his shot off the rim. Carter gets the rebound. Carter drives inside. Right side of the lane, puts it up, missed. Bennett, follow up. Can't get the shot up, but he's fouled. And it's Pope called for his third. Looks like Pope caught maybe got hit in the eye. Looks like he's having a little trouble with his left eye. The official checking him out. He said, I'm okay, but the official said, no, you got to check this guy.
I never seen that right there where the official takes a guy out of the game. He didn't ask to go out of the game, and he didn't delay the game. So how do you take him out of the game?
He did, and Justin King came in his place.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. But hey.
But the official saw that Pope was having some trouble with that eye.
And he could just be being concerned. I could get it.
Yeah. Good shot by Bennett to bring the Hornets closer. He could make it a 1-point game with this shot here and 6:47 left.
They're in a good place. He's just got to play well defensively.
He got it. And now Amir Bennett with 10 points on the game. 57-56. Don't go away. We get some exciting games with these Hornets. Maitland trying to go through and knocked away by Leroy Moore. Wildcats will keep the ball. Moore said, wait a minute, I think Maitland touched it last, and the official said, I'll make that call.
No, I think he thought it was getting a little chippy between the two of them. Just want to make sure everything stays clean.
All right. French on the inbound. Turnaround jumper. Got it. 59-56. Carter thought about a three. Decided not to. Got it to Wiley on the right side. Now out to Crosby. Crosby works to the right side. Sends Wiley left side. Drives inside the lane. Underneath. Bennett had it knocked out of his hands, out of bounds. 8 seconds on the shot clock. It'll be Hornets ball.
Could have missed one there. I thought he probably got
bumped from behind.
Yeah.
He got racked pretty good from behind.
They got 8 seconds here. They got to move quickly.
It's into Crosby.
Got to move quickly.
Ice water off to the right on the shot, though. Had somebody in his face. It came out to Pope. Maitland will bring it down. Maitland trying to work past Carter and Moore. Couldn't do it. Now driving inside, underhanded layup.
Giving up layups.
Leon Red. 61-56. Hornets had gotten within one and then gave up 4 points. Now it's Wiley. He'll look for three. In and out. Pope had the rebound.
It's a bad foul because he in the double bonus.
Yeah, Moore reached up and knocked it away, but got a whole bunch of Cleatrell Pope. Look down the other end.
Yeah, you got to know the situation, though. You know, sometimes kids are playing and they really don't pay a great deal of attention to the situation. If he knew he was in the double bonus, he probably wouldn't have made that foul there, because that's 2 shots.
Let's check out Pope from the foul line. 64%. Got that one. As they lengthen the lead again. Maitland goes out. Bailey comes in for the Wildcats. Pope makes them both. That gets him up to 18, 63-56. So that quickly you go from a 1-point deficit to a 7-point.
Yeah, need a good possession right here, though.
Yep. Over to Carter. He'll try to pass it inside. That pass is blocked by Wally Parks. And then the Hornets commit a foul.
There we go with another 2-shotter right here.
And Eric Skeeters just walks away from his players. He's so frustrated.
Yeah, it's tough, man, you know, because, again, you got to know the situation, because right at this point, you're giving them points.
It's Miles Carter committing the foul, and it puts Bailey at the line, and he's just Mr. Accurate from there. Makes that first one. Bailey to shoot his second shot here with 5:26 still to play. And that quickly, the Hornets go down by 9, 65-56.
There's still plenty of time, though. There's still plenty of time in the game. They just got to begin to put together a couple of good offensive possessions here.
Just a couple of minutes ago, it looked like they had a chance to maybe even take the lead, and now they go down by 9. Crosby through players and then up and in for a dozen on the game, 65-58.
Well, that's what they needed, was a bucket. They just needed a bucket. Field goal there.
Parks on the right side in front of his bench. Now moves out toward the middle, goes left side to Red. Red looking, trying to get past Crosby. That's not going to happen. Parks now on the left side. They'll send it out to French. Another three-point shot missed by French. Wiley's there to get the rebound. Finky Wiley pulls up, goes left side, sends it out to Crosby. Crosby now drives left side, spin move into the lane, inside underneath. And nice move by Amir Bennett underneath as he let Isaiah Bailey commit and go past him, and then he got the bucket.
That's a tough play there by Amir Bennett. Caught it on one side, finished it on the reverse side.
65-60. So the Hornets come back with 4 unanswered. Now it's Red. Looking. 4:10 left. Moves to the right side. All the way over on the left side. Bailey alone. Three-pointer. Missed. Carter goes up. Beats Pope for the rebound. And there's a whole lot of difference in height. Carter takes it all the way down himself and puts it in on a layup. 65-62.
That's what they needed. Some good offensive possessions and a good transition bucket there. Back to a one-possession game with 3:42 remaining.
Bethune-Cookman calling the timeout. 65-62. Hornets have pulled back within 3. Timeout.
We're right back where we always are, trying to close the game out.
This is Delaware State University basketball on HSRN, the voice of HBCU sports. See what they're able to do in these last minutes of the game.
Both teams are in the bonus here, so should be a lot of free throws here down the backstretch of this game. Could be the difference between what team makes their free throws could determine the outcome.
Hornets on the game, 61.5% from the line. Bethune-Cookman, 82.4% from the line on the game. Foul shooting again, maybe the difference in the game as it was on Saturday.
Right.
Bailey drives to the right side, and he'll charge. And it looks like Leroy Moore was shaken up on the play when he took the charge. Oh, they're going to call the foul on Moore.
Yeah, I think he kind of didn't catch him square on, so that's why they end up getting him for the foul. Obviously, with those plays, they could go either way in many cases.
Bailey hitting that one. And you talked about foul shooting and how it could make a difference down the stretch here. Keep putting people at the line like Bailey, who keeps hitting as he hits another one. His last 4 points have been at the line. He has 14 on the day, 67-62. Hornets now back by 5 again. Crosby working with Wiley. Pinky Wiley takes it right side, now moves inside the arc, gets it off to Moore. Moore drives up, and he gets fouled in the act of shooting. Basket didn't fall. He got hammered pretty well in there. Small guy, too, Leroy Moore at 5'11", smallest guy on the court. And that was Pope picking up his 4th. Hornets keep driving inside there. He'll either have to let him go or take a chance on his 5th foul.
Yeah, the fouls have been stacking up. You know, they really have been stacking up, and they've stacking up on both teams here. So it's definitely going to be a difference maker here down the backstretch for sure.
Moore makes the first one. You want to get this second one from him.
It's good to see him play well. You know, he's had a couple opportunities early in the year, but really haven't been able to show that he deserves more minutes. And tonight he's stepping up.
Second shot, missed. Pope goes up, grabs the rebound. Trying to give it off to Leon Red, and the Hornets won't let him have it. He finally passes it to Red. Hornets try to steal, couldn't get it, but they forced Red into a mistake. He left it go out of bounds, and the Hornets will get it at center court. 3:06 to go. Down by 4. Moore into Wiley. Wiley brings it across the center line. Guarded by Maitland. Gives it back to Moore. Moore drives inside, off the hands of Bennett and out of bounds. Bennett just couldn't get the hands up fast enough on that pass by Moore.
Yeah, if you make a move to the basket, if no one steps up, you got to finish. I think it's kind of thinking pass right from the beginning, Moore. And Amir Bennett kind of wasn't looking.
Bailey took the inbound pass, turned around, and there was John Crosby.
That's good pressure by the Hornets. They were able to turn the Wildcats over.
And Bailey stopped and lost the ball, a turnover. Crosby got to the right spot where he wouldn't be called for the foul, but it crossed up Bailey. Carter tried to go inside over top of Pope. He can make it tough, and made the shot go off just a bit. Wildcats back with it. 2:20 still to play. As we again go down to the wire. Maitland all the way cross court by himself and off the glass.
Not good there, backside.
Wally Parks, yeah.
Gambling everything on the front side there.
69-63. Down in the corner alone. Carter. Nope. This one comes up, hits off the rim. Down to a minute and 55. Maitland brings it down. Back out by the center court. Works to the right side. Can't get past anybody. Down in the left corner. Red missing his three-point try. Carter's there for the rebound. Carter drives inside and we'll have a foul. Boy, that was a nice shoulder block he threw in there, wasn't it? He came in there into the shoulder of the defender, Isaiah Bailey.
Yeah, just one of those plays. Again, you know, that's a 50-50 play there, you know, and unfortunate enough we were able to get the call there. So now Miles Carter will be heading to the line here. We got a minute and 36 remaining. Looking at a 6-point deficit. These two, if he can get both of them, it'll cut the deficit to 4.
These are important shots.
And it looks like Coach Skeeter will be making substitutions for defense here to try to see if he can get a stop after Miles Carter attempts these free throws.
Carter has played in every game this season for the Hornets, but really in about the last, let's say, 7 or 8 games, he has really stepped it up and provided a lot for this Hornet team off the bench.
Yeah, I think he's just kind of developed Coach Skeeter's trust over time as the season has progressed. This is a 1-on-1 situation also.
Well, he'll get the second shot.
He makes the first one.
He did, 69-64.
But yeah, he's earned the trust of Coach Skeeter. And in his limited opportunities early in the season, he played very well.
They've increased his minutes as he's increased his contributions to the team, making the second shot 69-65.
He got a 4-point ball game here. Minute 36. Coach Skeeter's made substitutions for defense.
Hornets pressure in the backcourt. They get it in cleanly to Parks. 1.5 minutes left. Parks to the right. Can't get past Crosby. Gives it off to Red on the right side. Guarded by Wiley. Can't go around Wiley. Steps up. Gives it off to Maitland. Maitland pulls back. They're trying to use up as much of the clock as they can here. Maitland now drives in. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Throws it up. It goes over the backboard and out of bounds.
Yeah, he lost the handle on it, which works out to be a good thing for the Hornets. No points. 4-point deficit here, 1:10. All you need now is a good possession, a good offensive possession.
If you're having a celebration or you just want some ice cream, don't forget your place to go for that. 7 still on the clock. Crosby out to Wiley, thought about 3, didn't go for it, sent it down to Carter in the corner for 3. He couldn't get it. Bailey gets the rebound. Now we're down there under a minute.
Tough shot. I don't know if you take the 3 that quick.
Maitland driving in. They pull up on him, and he gets called for traveling. We have 51 seconds still to go. Hornets down by 4. They get it back after a mistake by Bethune-Cookman.
Hey, well, you know where the ball is going this time, right? And you know who's going to shoot it?
Well, I don't know. You got Carter. You have Crosby. Carter has 14. Crosby has 12.
Crosby's going to shoot this ball.
He's going to shoot for a 3. He gets fouled in the act of shooting. That means he'll go to the line to shoot 3. And Leon Rudd can't believe it. He just fouled out.
Well, I think Crosby has a crafty move about himself where he kicks his legs out into the defender, and he goes for it.
And I think with the officials, they're going to look at the replay where Crosby's foot was when he got fouled, whether it was on the line or if he was back behind the arc.
Yeah, but I better hope they don't. It was 3.
Yeah, they're indicating it's a 3. And I don't know what the question was because he was really a decent distance back from the line.
Yeah, they were just trying to confirm and make sure. Crosby now has to go to the line and make all 3 of these. Either way, there's plenty of time, and it's only a 1-possession game if he just makes 1 free throw. If he makes them both, he makes all 3. They're in even better shape. They now just have, after that, they would have to try and get another stop on defense. So that way they can, in their next offensive possession, get a chance to go ahead.
Carter is ranked 8th in the conference in free throw percentage, continues to lead the MEAC in scoring. And among all Division I players, he's number 25 in the country.
Well, one thing he does well is he scores the ball. And he relishes being in these situations here. Having the ball coming down the backstretch and, pretty much putting his team on his back. And in most cases, he's delivered.
Well, he just made 2. He can pull the Hornets within 1 here with 42.8 seconds left in the game. It's a 2-possession. Both teams should have at least 1 possession here. All 3 for John Crosby. 69-68. Hornets call a timeout. All natural gourmet chips with no.
Here we got 42.8 Hornets on D here got to get one stop here. Got to make sure that you play defense without fouling, and try to keep the Wildcats from converting here. But you have plenty time. Just need a stop, and we've been in this situation a multitude of times this year, just trying to figure out how to close games. Hornets have played well for the most part and has been in majority of their games, but this is where sometimes they've had a little trouble just trying to finish the deal. So let's see if they can get it done tonight.
Looking for some retribution for Saturday's double overtime loss, maybe. Parks looking to get it inbounds. Does so to Maitland in the backcourt. Carter ties him up. They double up on him. He throws it out of bounds. It'll be Wildcats ball, though. It was tipped on the pass by Delaware State. And Wally Parks, right in front of us, to inbound it now with 35.2 seconds left in the game. And the Hornets will take another timeout.
I don't know why he's looking at it, though. The referee told him, the official that was standing right here on the side told him that it pretty much got tipped. But
yeah, it was tipped by the Hornets.
You just want to be sure, I guess. And
at this point, why not? You have the capability. Go take a quick look at it just to make sure. And maybe there was a hand that came in that they'll pick up on the replay.
Well, that's good pressure by the Hornets, though. They're extending their pressure. Making it really difficult for the Wildcats to get the ball across, half court. And let's see if they're able to sustain that pressure or they choose to apply that same pressure again. You got 23 seconds on the shot clock, so no matter, even if they run that shot clock down, the Wildcats, the Hornets are still guaranteed to get another possession in this game. So trailing one.
Eric Skeeters has the full attention of all 5 of his players gathered around him during this timeout. Trying to pull one out here.
Big possession.
In the first half, they were down by as many as 15 points. With 7:52 left in the first half, they have fought back. Bethune-Cookman has led the entire way, but it doesn't mean they'll be leading at the final buzzer. Wally Parks here on the near sideline. These Hornet students are working on him. He's making a mistake. He's responding to them. They're distracting him.
They've doing a little bit of that all night.
Yeah, but they're working him and they're getting in his head. They're distracting him, which is their object.
Yeah.
You gotta go deaf when you're that close to the opposing students. Parks gets it in. Maitland goes around. Trey Gross pulls back up. Have an 11-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock, down to 23 seconds. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Maitland, through traffic, gets tied up in the lane. Taken away by Wiley. Wiley 1-on-2, drives through. His shot is blocked by Pope, but Wiley's going to go to the line. He got fouled. That shot was blocked so strongly by Pope that the trailing official out near the scorer's table caught it.
I tell you, you really couldn't even hear the whistle because the crowd is so loud.
Joe French got called for the foul, not Pope. Pinky Wiley has a chance to go to the line here and put the Hornets ahead with 13 seconds left in the game. Now the official telling everybody on the Hornets bench over there, very excited, and he's telling them, everybody have a seat. Eric Skeeters talking with Trey Gross over on the sideline. Wiley tied the game.
Tie ball game.
We're at 69 each. Wiley looking for the go-ahead point. He got it. 10 points for Wiley. Hornets in the lead for the first time, 70-69. Now they have to play defense in these final 13.3 seconds. Inbounded to Maitland. Maitland trying to get past Carter. Pulls up. Gives it to Bailey. Bailey drives inside, and he is blocked, but a foul called on Amir Bennett. Bennett was not going to let him get the easy layup. If he's going to get the go-ahead point, he has to do it at the line.
Wow.
Bennett had some fouls to give, too. He only had one.
Yeah, just a double bonus situation is what you got working out, but it's still plenty of time. You got 6.1.
Bailey
and you got John Crosby.
And Bailey 10 of 11 at the line for the game. Now a timeout called.
Well, I did say that this game was going to come down to who can make free throws, right?
And, you know, it doesn't mean that if Bailey makes these two that it's over either.
Oh, no.
But if he misses one.
You know, by no means, because there's 6.1. And that's more than enough time to get the ball the length of the floor and get a reasonable shot, no doubt. No doubt at all. But the Hornets got to make sure that they do a good job in getting the free throw line rebound if there is one. But it's 2 shots. They'll be playing live on the second shot. But they got to make sure that they get the defensive rebound, because sometimes, you know, teams fall asleep and there's a miss at the free throw line, and if you don't finish the possession by getting the rebound.
These Hornet fans going to try to get into Bailey's head here. They'll get loud here in Memorial Hall. Isaiah Bailey at the foul line. Makes the first shot.
Tie ball game.
We're tied at 70. Hornets still have time, even if he makes this shot, to go down, put up 2 and win it. Joe French will step out now as Jordan Priester comes in. Bailey's second shot is good. And the Wildcats call a timeout as they go back into the lead.
Hey.
And we have a timeout here with 6.3 seconds left in the game.
We're back to our heroic moments here.
71-70. 71-70, Wildcats lead. Let's step out real quickly here. Delaware State University basketball on HSRN, the voice of HBCU sports. Bethune-Cookman leads by 1. We have 6.1 seconds. Here's Crosby driving into the lane. Layup
missed it.
And the game is over. John Crosby had the layup, drove the whole length of the court, went through traffic. The ball rolled around the rim and wouldn't fall in. And the Wildcats hold on to win it 71-70. Unbelievable.
Yeah, he had a perfect look, probably one of the best looks he's had in that situation all season.
When that ball left his hand, I thought, okay, they pulled one out here, but it just rolled around and wouldn't go in. And that's really the story of the night for the Hornets. A lot of times with the ball rolling around and just won't fall in, but it did for the opponents any number of times.
Yeah, they're playing good basketball, though. They're definitely playing good ball.
They took the number 1 team in the conference right down to the wire there.
Yeah, you got to figure out how to finish it out. But hey, magnificent.
Coach Eric Skeeters is going to join us here. Bethune-Cookman. I said number 1 in the conference. That was the women's team. Bethune-Cookman at the number 5 spot. And we'll give you the head coach here just a chance to catch his breath and think about what could have been there. That was maybe one of the toughest of the season, as he graciously has joined us here on the side. When that ball left John Crosby's hand, we thought you had it.
Shit, I knew it was good. Man.
Oh, yeah.
That's the best shot he's had in that situation, and he's been in that situation several times this year. He flat out got a layup.
he got through because they didn't want to foul him and send him to the line.
Oh, this is a team nobody wants to see.
Yep. You got Coppin State and Morgan coming up the next two. Then down to UNCF.
Yeah, nobody wants to play this group.
February, fellas. February.
This is a dangerous group right here, baby.
Thank you very much. You help us keep an audience through the whole game.
Fellas.
So,
love them guys, man. Love them.
They've got heart.
No question.
They fight right down to the final buzzer, don't they? And once again, Miles Carter off the bench for you with 14 points.
Listen, man, what a great group of kids.
Yeah.
Heart bleeds for them. They deserve it.
Yeah, they keep scratching and fighting for you, too. Better know it.
Thanks. That was a tough one. He got a little emotional there, and we can understand that. He wants to be with his team there for the alma mater at center court. Usually he can smile off the loss, but that was a really tough one. He knows how hard his team fought here tonight. He wanted them to come away with a win.
Yeah, and not only that, you can tell early in the game that they had tremendous enthusiasm and energy, even though it's been a trying season and a lot of peaks and valleys there. But you can tell they were up to the task tonight.
Came back from 15 down early in the game with less than 8 minutes left in the first half and fought back to within one. And it looked like it could go. It looked like it could be a Hornet buzzer beater again for a win, as John Crosby did with a shot against North Carolina. Was it A&T Central?
North Carolina
back
Central.
in January. It just was not to be here tonight, as Crosby will finish with 15 points.
Yeah, it was definitely one of these nights where, they've played great basketball, and I tell you, that's a lot to be encouraged by.
Yeah.
Because they're in every game, even though they have some segments in the game where they don't play as well, but they always find a way to fight back and to get back into the game and have a chance to be. They are always in striking distance of being able to have a chance to win and finish the game out. Just unfortunate, just because they're such a young bunch, and many of them are together for the first time, they haven't really grown to a point where they know how to close a game out at the end.
They're getting there, though. Here's the ironic part. John Crosby had that bucket fallen for him, giving him 17 points on the night. Would have made 500 points on the season for him.
Well, one thing for sure, this is a team I'm not sure people want to see going into the MEAC tournament. And, they got 5 games remaining. And one thing for sure, all of those games are very winnable games. So, and they're playing good basketball. So as long as their spirits stay up and they continue to work hard, it wouldn't surprise me if they reel off another 3 or 4 right here at the end and head into the tournament with a tremendous amount of momentum.
Saturday, the Hornets had 4 players in double figures. Tonight, it's 3. And maybe we had 4 in double figures because it was the double overtime game. We had the additional 10 minutes of play.
Right.
Crosby with 15, Carter with 14, Amir Bennett with 11. Crosby, if that shot had fallen, would have given him 500 points, and that would have been the first time since the 2014-15 season when Amiri May hit 500 points in the season for Delaware State. So the first bucket he hits on Saturday is going to get him to that 500-point mark, but he sure would have loved to have gotten it tonight.
I'm sure it would have been a big celebration
big
tonight.
Celebration.
That could have been the 500 points.
500 points in a win.
He got a point blank, he went coast to coast and had to dodge one defender, but was able to get to his left, and just somehow or another that ball caught the back end of the rim and didn't fall for him and bounced out.
Yep.
Which kind of caught everybody by surprise here, the home crowd, because that's a routine bucket for him on most nights.
Yep, and again, and I said it to Coach Skeeters, he got through there in part because they didn't want to reach out and foul him. They didn't want to send John Crosby to the line, so he got the layup. The hand was there. He dropped it. It just rolled around the rim and wouldn't fall in.
Exactly.
Tough loss for the Hornets tonight. Well, we'll be back with you on Saturday from Baltimore at Morgan State with the men's game scheduled at 4 p.m. Let's double-check the start time for the women's game, if I can find that information very quickly, and if these papers will separate and cooperate. Yeah, we've Coppin State on Saturday The women at 2, followed by the men from Coppin State in Baltimore coming up on Saturday. The official sponsors of HSRN are American Spirit Federal.